Welcome back to Bookend.
Yay!
Part 2 of question mark for Misha.
Finale? Question mark?
Ooh, put that on every episode. It could be the finale.
This one might be.
We may never come back.
By the time I reach the cafeteria where Misha has apparently been this entire time, I've been around the whole school twice, and I'm very tired. I realize I've passed by her before. Well, you haven't gone around the whole school twice.
Yeah. You didn't check behind the pillar.
And just didn't see her behind a pillar. Are you better at finding me than I am at finding you?
Because you smell. You were looking for me, Hee-chan? Who knows? I think it's just coincidence.
I put a tracker on you. You know, the whole point of coincidences is that they aren't consistent. What? Are you having a really late lunch?
I live here. I didn't get to eat at lunchtime, so yeah, but not too much, so I can still have dinner.
I was just say, no, that'd be stupid. I'm having a really early dinner.
It's dinner. Did you want to talk to me about something, Hee-chan? No, I just wanted to look at you.
I don't waste any time. You're hot. I mean, yeah, the reason I'm here. Did you notice that Shizune has been kind of moody today?
I wanted to ask you the same thing, Hee-chan. Well, except she's been this way for a couple of days now.
She's just always like that, and you're just now noticing.
Yeah.
I see.
You're finally thinking with the top part of your body. Hee-chan, do you think it's because of something I did? Do you think I got upset at Shi-chan like last time?
No, she seems angry at me, anyway. You found a pink hair on one of your shirts.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. I really don't. Unfortunately, my attempts to assure her of that don't seem to be going so well. In her own way, Misha is pretty stubborn, too. Eventually, I just head back to my dorm.
Don't even say goodbye, you just walk away.
The last few days have been nothing but a continuously frustrating experience, and they left me drained. I feel tired enough that I decide to take a nap, hoping that maybe I'll figure things out in my sleep.
You die.
Who's going to be in my face when I wake up? No, just darkness. When I wake up, I feel more refreshed, but still without clarity. The only thing that has changed is that it's dark outside. From opening the window a little, I can tell the weather is still kind of nice. After dry swallowing my nighttime pills, I take a little walk to the vending machines.
It's very rare that they tell us that he's actually taking his pills.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes they say he skips them and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
They're out of everything I'd normally get, so I mash my hand against the buttons until something pops out.
Boo!
Diet Fanta!
Ew.
Didn't even know that was a thing. The lights are off in the main building, including the student council room. Just an offhand observation. As I'm thinking to myself, I hear a rustling behind me. I've seen this movie before, and that is a very ominous sound to hear alone at night. Oh, God.
Ugh.
Luckily...
Thank God we split it into two. This would be a 4-hour episode.
It's just Kenji, and he wanders out of the bushes in an unusually cheery mood. Hey! What the hell? Do you just creep up on people at night and casually go, hey, a lot? No, that'd be weird. I knew it was you. I have extremely good night vision. Maybe it's because I have night vision goggles. Because I'm a superhuman. What are you doing here, then? Spying on the girl's dorm, obviously. I could ask you the same thing. What are you doing here?
He's got the BoJack duffel bag spy shit.
I considered just telling him the truth, but quickly decide against it. It would take too long to explain. Howling at the moon. What? I do that too sometimes. The moon isn't out tonight, though. I barely even hear him, feeling a bit resentful at the interruption. I lied to Shizune through my teeth that nothing was wrong, or to be more exact, I lied through my hands, let me clarify. And at the exact same time, I was carrying on an entirely different conversation with Misha. That conversation, understandably, could upset Shizune, but there was no way that she could have heard it. Even Misha's hands, usually signing all her thoughts, were completely still. Even if they weren't, I was standing in front of her, blocking them from Shizune's view. The only way that Shizune could listen in on that conversation would be if she could read lips. Pretty much the first thing I'd asked about when taking sign language was about lip reading, just out of curiosity. It's not easy, nor is it perfect, so I'd never considered it until now.
She can't lip read, but she could tell you were air humping towards Misha.
It would make sense. and the room for misunderstandings while reading lips wouldn't help. So I realized that I could just use the cover of darkness to buy milk. Usually I only go out when it's raining, or I can shroud myself in a sea of bikers or tourists. This is much more consistent. I'm spending too much money on milk now, though. Gotta have my milk. You seem kind of mopey or out of it or something. Don't think too hard. A man has to be all out action. You can think about stuff all day, but changing the situation around by doing something is the best way. I do things all the time without thinking about it. That's why I'm buying milk at night. That's why in middle school they called me Causes Many Problems. I thought it was cool. Sounds like an Indian name. I'm not really in the mood for your shit.
Ever.
Having a bad day? You had a bad day. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of distracted right now. So distracted that it doesn't hit me until he leaves that his was actually kind of sound advice. I think Shizune would have given me the same suggestion, but by then it's too late to thank him politely. I already responded in the rudest tone possible. I just feel like an ass.
It's okay, it's Kenshi. He won't care.
In retrospect, these past few days I've regretted every action I've taken. The worst part is that I haven't taken the time to stew over them, and in doing so, learn from them. This only has led to, more regrets. Ugh. Everything sucks.
Yeah. Go back to sleep even though you slept all day.
Woke up and went outside in the darkness and then, yeah.
Yeah. Talked about milk.
I should have not woken up. I'm going back. The next morning, as I'm getting dressed, I hear a knock at my door. Quickly putting on the rest of my clothes, I open it without really stopping to think about who could be behind it. It turns out to be Shizune. Misha told me that you were looking for me.
I wasn't.
I'm a bit hurt that I don't even get a good morning, but...
Fine.
I mean, I cheated on you, but a good morning would be nice.
Yeah. This is why I cheated on you.
But it's not too big a deal. I was. But you found me yesterday. Shizune's fingers trace a crack in the wall. Seems like she's trying her best to look distant. Well, I didn't make it easy, did I? It's alright. That's why I'm here. We can talk today. Although I kind of want to go somewhere else. What about class? It's fine, it's fine. How about we take a walk around the school, near a cliff? Everywhere except the main building is going to be deserted. The first period bell should be ringing right now. Take a quick glance at my watch and see that she's right.
Well, you weren't going to make it to class anyway then.
Okay. Ellipsis. Is there something wrong? Why do you think there is something wrong? Because you're obviously upset? I can just tell. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Shizune quickly cracks her knuckles while I sign to her. Apparently I'm easier to read than I thought. I was trying hard to hide it. Can you tell what I'm thinking right now? No. I don't respond, and Shizune heads towards the door, slowly enough that I can tell she wants me to follow her. Her hands are folded behind her back, which is arched against them, as though she is about to bend over backwards at any second, hopefully. Maybe that's just wishful thinking. I don't know. Outside, I see Shizune is right. The school is completely deserted. Although it's not my first time seeing the school like this, it's kind of eerie. Shizune acts almost as though I'm not there, browsing a vending machine and taking a slow and winding path until we end up behind the main building. Finally, she leans against a wall and faces me, but it's like I've forgotten how to start a conversation. There is a saying, you don't know how much you've screwed up until you screw up. Who says that? Me. You screwed up.
Yeah.
I guess it's me. Reconsidering her train of thought, she waves her hands in frustration. Okay, I'll put it differently. When I was younger, we had to make posters for Earth Day in school. There was another girl in my class whom everyone considered the best artist. It wasn't because she could draw better than everyone else. Her boobs were bigger. It was how she could fit into a single picture. I wanted to be better than her, so I made countless posters until I ended up with the best possible one. I had to be the best and have the greatest one. In the end, everyone liked my poster the most of all, even the teacher.
But then the teacher cheated on me with her.
Yeah. A week later, it was meaningless. I threw it in the trash. I think I've told you something like this before. Yeah.
I totally listened.
When I feel like I'm finished, I wish I could just wipe the slate clean, whether I succeed or not. I put Misha through a lot and even dragged you into it. And every point where I could have solved this silly situation or prevented it from happening in the first place keeps coming back to me. It's the worst feeling, especially when I feel like I've done nothing right and everything wrong. Like recently, it's the worst kind of failure. I feel like a failure on every level. I wish I could just wipe everything away, everything I've done, and just be alone. Since all I've done, I can't. Since all
You're
I've
so
done
upset.
is mess with Misha for 2 years, and jerk you around for a year for selfish reasons. This probably wouldn't be a good time to tell her you cheated on her.
Yeah.
It's fine.
She probably already knows.
No, it's not. You don't understand. I was just thinking about it. Everything I do feels like I have to beat someone else. Everyone else, even. If that is how it is, then what are my relationships with people? They almost feel the same. I can see where this is going. Sex?
Why are you unbuttoning your pants?
The point is that I've messed up so many people by being selfish, and now I want to be away from other people for a while. Even me? There's a pause. Yes. Followed by an even longer pause, this time from me. I see. That's the most selfish thing you could do. It's just you making another decision by yourself.
That's what you want. Get angry.
Yeah, this is all your fault.
Yeah.
For a minute, it looks as though she's considering the best way to respond, but in the end, she simply nods. Which
You
I
almost
think
did it again.
is the best way to respond anyway. It's very like her to be roundabout even now, but ultimately without excuses. All my emotions simmer inside me. I see a kettle in front of me. Where'd that come from? Water rolling inside it. So close that I can touch it and feel the heat radiating off of it.
Shouldn't have dropped that acid.
I'm glad for the distraction, because I know there's no recourse or bargaining possible. You told me that everything was fine, but it wasn't true, was it? I can't believe it ever again then. Alright.
I stand up and leave. Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Okay. Not even bothering to sign it, I stand up. My hands are in my pockets, fingering my loose change. The morning air is cold against my face.
You like that, you loose change?
Aw. As I look back at her, she seems very lonely. I'm reminded of myself. I've made that expression before. Maybe it's on my face right now. It feels like the image of such a lonely girl will stick in my mind forever.
I've seen this image on the subreddit.
Yeah?
Those stairs are tiny. Or her legs are freakishly long.
Yeah, okay.
Like, picture if she stood up. Like, yeah, the
Right.
proportions don't work.
Yeah, well. Every moment where I could have prevented this or solved the problem comes back to me. It makes me smile in a way without amusement.
That stuffed cat is like, murder them all.
Yeah. Is that the end? Did we screw up?
That is the end.
Oh, man. What have we done?
That's the only bad ending we're getting. Don't worry.
That makes me sad.
She never even like outright says it, but
No.
she knows.
I mean, at least that was the best way it could have gone, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna cheat on somebody.
Yeah, at least she didn't get mad at you.
Right, there was no yelling. I mean, there can't be yelling.
Yeah, that's true.
Jesus.
Just go to the library.
Yeah. Well, that's what you get for going after Misha.
You told me to.
I know. I just like Misha so much. And she's like forbidden fruit. You just can't. You can't.
Right.
You go for it, and you're just going to get the bad
Does
ending.
she even like... I mean, does she like you that way at all?
No, she's
Or
a
is
lesbian.
Well, yeah, okay. I mean, she could be bi.
No, yeah,
Or is
no.
she just... Okay.
No, because she says while you're having sex with her, you're the first man she's been with, which
Yeah.
means she's been with a woman.
Right. And she didn't seem to enjoy it at all
No.
anyways.
It wasn't what she had in mind, but it just kind of happened that way, and
Yeah.
she's like, well, I'm sad. So it was like depression sex, which is
Okay.
never good.
Cool.
Yeah. But
Fun stuff.
it's all you get from Misha, so I made you do it. I'm sorry.
I'm sad.
Someone mod a Misha route where I can play as a female then, just so it's not like, oh, it's not whitewash, straight wash,
Yeah,
straight
right.
washing Misha. Yeah.
I think there is a term, but
I'm sure it is. But that's that, and we're at an episode.
Perfect.
Good thing we split it in two.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we will be on to Rin? Rin.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. which we're going to have to do the first act and skip around a bunch. But
that'll be fun. I don't know if we'll like hop around like I think we'll just hit skip and talk during it like we did for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, otherwise there would be a lot of like little breaks, little white flashes that I put between.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just talk.
We'll just hit skip and go, because it won't take that long.
No.
We just have to make the right choices, which I'll have that list up. But all right, see you guys next time. Hope you're not too depressed.
Bye.
If you are, just watch the beginning of the last episode again.
Yeah.
But only do a certain point. Just look at the pictures. Don't read the text.
Go back to, I'm pretty sure I named the episode Comfort Misha, and then watch from there. And we make Shizune happy again.
Yeah! Because she doesn't know.
Yeah.
All right, let's stop that.
You can cheat if it's time travel.